What's up, everybody? Welcome to the NDA podcast. We're up late tonight. It's Friday night, and I had a lot of work to do today, and life got in the way, so I have to finish my work tonight. Again, I work on NDA projects, so currently I'm drawing a comic book called Spawn Kills Every Spawn, and I can't share that right now. So what I thought I'd do is draw here, and then we can chat, have a good time. I'm gonna put some art behind me, some art that I've done prior to this. This is actually from 2017 when I did a Dragon Ball Z tribute, because fortunately today was a sad day that we found out Akira Toriyama passed. And I did a whole episode this morning. We recorded it. It was fun. And the levels were horrible. Like, I asked you people to let me know if the levels are good, and they were so bad. Joining me tonight is Brandon Mega Potato, right? The Mighty James, right? Right? That's what you go by now? He goes by the Mighty James now. That's his new name.
I go by whatever will get me likes and noticed. So
because the Magus stole his name, so he has to do the Mighty James. Yeah. So let me put on some artwork here behind me. This is gonna play at, I don't know, 4 to 8 times fast, somewhere around there. And then that will just loop. Oh shucks, that's the old one. That's the old one. Let's put on this one. Art vid. There we go. This should be the, yeah, there we go. So you'll see me drawing in the background. If you have any questions about that, you can let me know. I only recorded this piece back here. It took me like 100 hours, Brandon, to draw and color.
That's it? Just 100 hours?
I know.
Nothing.
And I think about 10 hours and I just quit streaming because it was like, it's like I need to focus, you know? And I didn't have as good a computer then, so I couldn't like draw that kind of like intensifile and stream, you know, without some chugging. So whatever. But now I got a pretty decent rig, Brandon. So, you know.
All right. I mean, you could have just had AI do it for you in 30 seconds. It would have turned out great, right?
We didn't have AI in 2017. And kind of don't have it now, despite what people think.
Right.
They're deluding themselves that they think that's an intelligence. But what are you working on tonight, Brandon?
I am doing the whole con hustle. I'm seeing how much art I could possibly get done tonight before a one-day Comic-Con tomorrow here in Arizona. So since I have a day job that takes up a lot of time, I haven't had much time to put any, I wouldn't say any effort, but I'm trying to play catch up before the show tomorrow and just bust out some watercolor art. I have so much to do. I'll be up late. I still gotta.
Fascinating answer, Brandon. Fascinating answer. So I just love listening to it. So you're a fan of Akira Toriyama, right, Brandon?
I would imagine so. I mean, I would. It'd be hard pressed to find someone who isn't into comics, anime, and just art, video games in general, and not have his art touched you in some way. So yeah, definitely a fan.
Were you a Dragon Ball kid, or
not? I went straight to like the more harder stuff, like Evangelion type style stuff. But I mean, Dragon Ball Z was always dope. It just never, for some reason, it just, when I got into anime or things, it just kind of missed me for that. And I know our mutual friend Andy Bond is a diehard Dragon Ball Z fan, so he's always shown me stuff, and I borrowed his like Blu-rays and I've watched them. So I'm still a fan. It's just I've never, like, I can't tell you the exact every character or lore like I could with like some other things like Attack on Titan or whatever that I'm more into as I got older. But
is it because they have hair and you don't? Are you just jealous?
That is it. I hate all you hair on your head folks.
Right.
So if you have hair on your head, we're enemies.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Got to represent for the baldies. Well, I mean, the Krillin, right? He's bald. Krillin's the bald one, right? So I mean, I was represented in that show. I hope I said that.
Is that what the ladies call you in bed, Krillin?
They do. They do. And I do the Hame, and I just stand there for a good 5 minutes, just powering up. And then, you know, it's a good move.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying earlier on the, because I did a whole stream earlier, Brandon, right, where I kind of went through my past history with Akira Toriyama's art and everything, and I've deleted that video, so I guess I'll just redo it, you know.
Redo it, yeah.
Yeah, but I came across Akira Toriyama's art in the original Dragon Warrior, known Dragon Quest now, but originally it came to the States in the 80s. They retitled it Dragon Warrior because there was a tabletop RPG called Dragon Quest. There was like a name dispute. That a Christmas party that my dad dragged me to in 1988. I was bored as hell. I didn't know anyone there. My dad was basically trying to get with this. He was trying to stay friends with the woman who got married. You know what I mean? And I know this because later she got divorced and ended up with my dad for about a year or two. So smooth move dad.
Good for him for not giving up.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm like, she seems so familiar. What do I know her from? Oh, the Dragon Warrior night, right? So I was at this Christmas party when I was a kid, bored, and it was a really wealthy house, and they had a Nintendo, and their son couldn't figure out how to play this game because it was like menu based, you know, and he was annoyed. He walked out, and I love the look of the slimes and the monsters and stuff, which Akira Toriyama did all the drawings for, the final designs. So I eventually asked my dad for that game. He said no, but then they gave it away with the subscription to Nintendo Power. And he couldn't, I mean, for $20 for a year's worth of magazines and a video game, it was even hard for my dad to go, well, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know, if it'll shut this kid up, you know. So I love Dragon Warrior. And then I rented the other 2, 3, and 4. And then, but I mean, I would only see his artwork in like Nintendo Power when they show like the lines for Dragon Quest 3 in Japan, because that was the big deal. The lines were so long they would get the day off, which is kind of like a bit of a myth. It's not quite true, but it's a little bit true, little not true. But I remember they showed the box art, which had his artwork all over it. The one in the States, they took his artwork off and put like shields and swords and stuff on there.
Okay.
Anyone else having streaming issues at any quality? I don't know, man. Like, it's running on my other PC at 60 frames per second at 1080p, Mike.
I seem to be okay.
Yeah, it's streaming to my Twitch and to my YouTube. At 1080p, my friend. It might be you, Mike. Sorry to say. Hey, Brandon, do me a favor. Go log onto my YouTube and see if I'm coming in all right. All right? So we can settle this.
I'm on my phone. If I leave the app from my phone, will it kick me out of your stream?
They won't be able to see you, so it doesn't really matter. I can always log you back in. You know?
Okay, let's see. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. All right. Sketchcraft, YouTube. Go to that. Yeah, I can see you with giant...
Yeah, but is the sound coming in?
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, bud. What was I saying, Brandon? Oh yeah, so the the Dragon Warrior box art never had his artwork on it. It had like these generic airbrush swords and shields, and then they wondered why it didn't sell well in the States. So I was like, if they just put his artwork on the box, it would have sold. You know, it's not like they put a realistic Mario on the Mario 3 box or the Mario 2 box. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just never understood that logic. Whatever. But it wasn't until Chrono Trigger finally came out. Like, it was like my senior in high school. I was really good friends with the Japanese. I made good friends with the Japanese foreign exchange student. And
Right.
she,
Nice.
if I didn't already have a girlfriend, we would have been dating. But you know, I had a girlfriend. And it was honorable. Although, given how that relationship went, I should have dumped her and dated this girl. She was way cooler. But she would bring me video game magazines from Japan. You know.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
I know, right? Wait, I know. She was. I was an idiot. I should have. Yeah, but she would do that, and then inside was a preview for Chrono Trigger, like way before. And I thought it would, because there was previews for Sony PlayStation games at the time.
Uh-huh.
And I was just checking. And I thought it was a PlayStation game at first, you know, when I first saw it. But it had his artwork all over it, so.
Would it come out on Game Boy Color or something first?
No, Super Nintendo, man. Game Boy Color.
Oh, Super Nintendo. Sorry.
Yeah, this is
I knew it was like a
1995.
Nintendo.
Game Boy
I knew
Color
it was
didn't come out till like 2000, man.
I knew it was a Nintendo. I just couldn't think of which one.
Super Nintendo.
Whatever. I knew it was a Nintendo. Can I get a point for that?
No.
Okay. All right. So continue.
Get no points for it. But his artwork was front and center on the box art, and lo and behold, it did quite well, Brandon.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Rightfully so.
Yeah. So, and then when Dragon Quest VII came on the PlayStation 1, they put his artwork on the cover. You know, it didn't do quite as well as it could have, but then again, Dragon Quest VII, it just didn't have. You know, it looked cartoony because it was 2D. You know,
Right.
It was 2D with 3D backgrounds and stuff, but it got an unfair shake by the video game media at the time. But Dragon Quest VIII, my friend, is where it all takes off. So for me, like my big, and when it comes to like his Dragon Ball art and stuff, like I never had access to the manga when I was a kid, but when I was in the army, I knew of Dragon Ball. Like I would see it at Comic-Con and stuff, but the imports were so expensive that I couldn't afford those things. But when I was in Germany, when I was stationed in Germany in the army, they would have Dragon Ball like at every train station. They call them Bahnhof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it was in German, but I didn't care, you know. Like really good hardbound stuff too, you know. Good. So I would pick all those things up, you know.
Still have that stuff or no?
No, my buddy stole that stuff. So
Glad I asked.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that one up, Brandon. And then, but I mean, I've since bought like I have the paperback trades and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sandland and Dragon Ball, and I'm actually a bigger fan of the original Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z. I know I'm in the minority on that one, but I like when it's an adventure to get the Dragon Balls kind of thing,
right?
Little, you know, when it turns into the big epic and people are charging up for like 9 issues, it's not quite my thing. But the artwork was always brilliant. So. And then they re-released Chrono Trigger. It was like 3 games to a disc, but they re-released it on PlayStation and added animated cutscenes that were drawn in his art style. So if you look up Chrono Trigger with the cutscenes, you can actually see. I mean, his artwork looks. I was like, why don't they just do an anime in his art style? I've never understood why they never did. You know, it's so weird. Here we are.
imagine when I go to Japan, which is my goal for the upcoming
This year,
July
right?
summertime. Yeah, I bet anything with his stuff on it is going to be probably expensive, but I'm sure I could find some stuff at thrift stores and stuff like that. Like,
Oh
that's gonna be
yeah,
my,
I mean they got all sorts of things, you know.
yeah. So that'll be my go-to is just pick up some cool thrifted stuff because I know I won't be able to afford like super expensive stuff because ticket hotel is going to cost thousands, but I want to get some cool, just a little bit of everything, art books and all that. I'll pick you up one thing, Rob. You get one thing. You just got to tell me what it is. It's,
The remains of Akira Toriyama.
Jesus Christ.
What? What? I want the whole enchilada, Brandon.
It sounds like it. Oh, too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
68. That's young. That's not. I mean, it's not young, but it is.
Especially
young.
in Japan,
You know
where
what I mean?
they tend to have longer lifespans too. It's really unfortunate. Too soon.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll be lucky if I make it to 58. Knock on wood. But we'll see.
You're barely functional now.
We'll see. We'll play it. Oh yeah, I would say I'm on my last leg, but I really am. Like I only got one good leg, so life's been good. Life's been good. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I got time. I'll make a comeback. And then I drop dead on your stream.
Well, that's why I don't make you visible, because I don't want you,
Right.
to visibly die on the stream, audibly.
Yeah. Yeah, don't risk it, man. Don't risk it. I mean, you might get, you might trend after that.
No.
Like
Not.
no named artist dies on Guy's podcast on stream.
Trying to draw an explosion in digital ink, and I gotta tell you, man, explosions, I don't know, I find them, it's like something I would just do in color,
Right.
and it's like I have to do it in ink, so it's like, okay.
I mean, it sounds easy enough, right?
Hey, Capcom Dave, what's up? Welcome back. Yep. We're multi-streaming, so we're on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Dave.
Hey, everybody.
Dave's good, dude.
It's been a while. I miss all the regulars from your stream, like Crusher and Mario and
Mario
Hector,
shows up. Crusher hasn't been around in a long time.
and Dom and Kyle.
Kyle shows up. But a lot of people, they've. I don't know if everyone survived COVID,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
but I don't. It's possible, Brandon. We may have lost a few. I mean, 1 million people passed away. And statistically speaking, one of two of them probably watched the show.
All right. We're back. It's like we didn't.
Well, I'm keeping it real, dude.
That is true.
Can't confirm YouTube is a guy. Yeah, Mike lives on an island, so his internet sucks.
Jeez, internet shaming him.
He's got a nice house. He just lives in the middle of nowhere.
I'm sure he has lovely internet.
You ever seen War Games? He lives on that island in War Games. He does.
That's funny.
Super nice place. He's got a 3D printer though. He could just print his own internet. You can do that now. You know that?
No, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, you can do anything with a 3D printer now, right? You know.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna 3D.
You could print your wife. You could print yourself a wife up again.
Good catch. I'm glad you don't have my video on. For those that can't tell, I'm drawing in my garage. I'm just gonna start telling people I live in the garage. Like, yeah, I live in the garage.
See, there's Mario. Hey, Mario's here, Brandon. He says, "Didn't the same thing happen with Mega Man?" Yeah.
Is he really? I was just talking about you, Mario. I just brought you up. I just gave you a shout out and everything. How about that? It's like I manifested that. I was like, "Where's Mario at?" And then boom.
Mario survived COVID.
Well, yeah,
Hector made it. Hector made it, but Crusher, I don't think Crusher made it. I think Crusher got crushed.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Granted survived COVID. His marriage didn't. That's the problem. What? Look.
Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Oh, it's so good to be back.
What? Come on, man. You just want to have a little fun with this?
Technically, I'm still married. I'm still married on the books. You know what I mean? I'm still married. We're just kind of living apart right now in different states. You know? But, you know. Oh gosh. No, I asked for it.
Too soon.
No, not too soon.
Okay.
No.
Your friend's a real dick. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. If you guys hear any choking, that's just me hanging myself from my garage ceiling. That's all. Don't worry about it. But if you just hear, ugh.
Speaking of choking, you never choke on HelloFresh. You know, our new sponsor, HelloFresh.
Our new sponsor, HelloFresh. You will not choke.
Yeah.
Also,
all fresh
Truman's rope. When you're looking for a strong rope that could really hold
or
that
Newman's own rope, right? If you need to hang yourself organically, Newman. Is there nothing Newman doesn't make?
Joe's.
Is there nothing Newman doesn't make?
This is fucked up, but I was at work right before Valentine's Day, and all the like event girls for where I work for like a big production company, whatever. The event girls are like, "What are you doing for Valentine's Day?" And without missing a beat, I said I was going to tongue. Am I allowed to cuss on this? I can't remember.
Huh?
Am I allowed to cuss on your stream?
Just come up with another. Why not? Well,
okay.
Yeah,
No. I won't cuss. No, I said I was going to tongue love, but I said the F word. A shotgun for Valentine's Day.
Oh no!
And the look of mortified on all their faces was glorious. Now, I know some people don't like dark
humor, right?
But
is that humor or is that a cry for help? Which is it?
Both. A little bit of both.
Oh, it's both.
But
okay. That's clarifying.
I thought it was hilarious, saying I was going to tongue F a shotgun for Valentine's Day. Now, I found it hilarious. They did not. They
reported it to HR.
Oh no, I got dirt on everybody. Ain't nobody reporting me to HR. I even got dirt on our. Anyways,
it's not. Brandon, do you want to incriminate yourself? Seriously.
I know, right? Is
that what you want to do?
No, they kind of just looked at me and they're like, "Dude, are you okay?" And I'm like, "I mean, as well as I could be. I showed up for work today, so obviously I didn't do it." I was like, "But you know, it's still middle of the week. We'll see how it goes." You know, Walmart doesn't sell shotguns anymore, apparently. I thought it was funny. I called Andy Bond, our good friend Andy Bond.
Well, what if you tried it with a potato gun? Like, what if you are a potato?
What? Teeth out. Yeah.
Well, shotgun's gonna hurt potato. Too, Brandon.
Not if I do it right. Not if I do it right. I won't feel it. I mean, I just wanted to. I was really
shotgun
inspired
tickles.
by Kurt. Yeah.
Potato gun. Oh no.
I was Kurt Cobain in it. You know what I mean? Like,
let's not do that. It's too soon.
Oh, okay, sorry. Too soon for Kurt Cobain jokes, but not too soon for.
No,
I don't even want to say his name because I'll butcher it. Say his name one more time. The guy we're talking
Akira
about. the
Toriyama.
main-
I would not joke about
Akira
his. I never
Toriyama.
joked about his death. Don't put out those rumors. I'm a huge fan of Akira Toriyama. I was trying to get the Megavision guys to commission a Dragon Quest piece, you know.
That would be dope.
Yeah, but then they stopped making a magazine. So,
Is that what happened?
I don't know. They didn't really tell me. They just stopped doing.
They're like Rob.
No, unfortunately, I think his mom passed, and he just hasn't had the heart to continue making things right now. So he's been a little depressed.
Well, everybody, welcome to the sad hour with Brandon and Rob. Rob and Brandon.
No, I'm doing great. Like, don't. I got no complaints, right? Most people who actually read or watched OG Dragon Ball would agree with you. To be fair, just need more people to read it. Yeah, I like the original. Oh, you mean being better, right, Mario? Yeah, I think it is. I just artistically, like, he was drawing tons of backgrounds and different characters. I don't know, man. Like, I stand by. If you get that paperback, the red one of the OG Dragon Ball, dude,